Hey everybody, it's Mark live from his home. I just got home from the Box SF and just wanted to say thank you for all the comments and the ideas that you've all been sending me on ways to save this building and this to save the mercantile. I'm working on about 14 different concepts. Like I said yesterday, from crowdfunding to giveaways to memberships to selling the top floor of the building, which solves all my problems. So I would like to ask a favor of everyone. If anybody knows people who might have an interest in investing in a real estate, the upstairs is a spectacular space. I mean, it was doing $1 million in revenue up until COVID. Doesn't mean it has to be an event space, but it's a historic building, 3,500, 4,000 square feet, up to 6,000 square feet if somebody wants part of another floor and part of the basement. So that solves all of our issues. And I don't really, as much as I would love to have the top floor still, I don't need it to survive. And I'm willing to collaborate with somebody and great ideas. A lot of people said, well, why don't you turn it into a high end like apartments or rental space or something for residents, but it's not zoned residential. Other people have suggested giveaways and publishing and stickers, and all those things are on our radar. It's just that all those things take money and resources to do, and we're doing our best to try to just survive here with a staff of three of us. So I have enough money to pay my staff and to stay open for another number of months, maybe September. I am going to really focus on this idea of bringing in an investor, somebody who wants to invest in real estate and invest or even invest in the Box SF as a concept. I certainly believe that our publishing opportunities are massive. I mean, with 15 million items, I mean, I've already got 20 books planned, and we're heavily scanning all those things. I'm looking for a production artist who wants to work with me locally here because I want to be hands-on as a designer. I just don't do the production. So we are looking for somebody who has experience in Adobe Creative Suite and experience in publishing. Um, I'm always looking for collaborators of all kinds. Tomorrow I'm meeting with the folks that I'm doing the mural with. That's a grant, however, that came through another organization and through the city. So it's not my money. Certainly, I can't be spending money on a mural right now, but we may be doing some crowdfunding to support that mural and to really make it spectacular. So just watch the feed, share this with everybody. Think about your networks. If you know anybody who might have a propensity to have even a conversation, I'm wide open for the conversation. I don't think it makes sense for us to reopen it as an event space because my clock is ticking. And even if we are allowed to do events in the next 60 days, 80 days, something like that was what they're talking about. By the time I ramp all that back up, it just wouldn't bring in enough income between now and September. So it probably doesn't make sense. But the other and final option here is to, as I said yesterday, to turn it into the International Center for the History and Preservation of Printed Arts. And I think that there's a real opportunity here in terms of publishing, education, and products. We don't sell reproductions, but we certainly can start creating high resolution reproductions. So I'd love to talk to anybody who has experience in doing that. I'm already talking to my friend Fabian Baral, I am Mr. Cup, who has a lot of experience with crowdfunding. And a couple of other people. Another person asked if I would be interviewed on their show, and I would love to do that. So we're just looking for every opportunity to make as much noise as we can. I will not go down without a fight. I don't like fighting, but we're going to damn well try to save this because and I don't mean this to be arrogant. I spent hundreds of thousands of dollars building the Pressroom and Mercantile of the Box SF and outfitting it with rare cabinetry from all over the world and really making it look like an 1850s mercantile. And for those of you who have been here, you know that we were pretty successful in terms of the feeling you get when you walk in. And that's what's so important to me is that when people walk in, their mouths drop open. We were approved day before yesterday to be on a site called Atlas Obscura, which is unique places all over the world. And so they've now approved us and we're on that site. And interestingly, we had two customers yesterday and two customers today who've already found us on the site. Two today from Chicago who've been here for a month vacationing in what's open in San Francisco, and their kids are out here. So they came out for a month to escape winter. And then yesterday, a woman and her daughter came in, and they just found us by looking at this site. So check it out. It's some pretty cool stuff. So we're going to look about ways to collaborate on that site. We're certainly growing our YouTube channel. Israel put up, I think, 18 new videos yesterday. So please check us out on YouTube. And we're doing our best here. So thank you all for the support. It's the main reason I just wanted to do a quick video to just say thank you so much. It's really nice to know that you have a community of people who are active, engaged, and who care about what you do. And, like I said yesterday, we're not landing planes on a snowy runway here, and I'm not a surgeon carefully getting ready to cut into someone's heart. We're not changing the world here, but if I can be the inspiration and resource for young designers and young creatives, that's one of my favorite things to do. To when I speak to college classes and I speak to people who are younger who don't know what this material is, that's just so critical and so important to me. And I also think that the design industry and graphic designers could use a big shot in the arm right now. Literally, they could do their vaccine first and then their design shot in the arm and their creative shot in the arm right after. So, I really do have big ideas for this place. And, we're just clicking along perfectly until COVID knocked the wind out of our sails. So I'm doing my best to get back on track here. So all support is appreciated. We're going to start, like I said, a crowdfunding campaign just for donations and see if I can raise enough money to keep this going. And, it's going to come from a number of sources and maybe grants. So if anybody has an experience with grants, I would love to know what they are. And I just, I don't know a lot of this stuff, and everything I've ever done has been with my own money. And luckily, I've saved a lot so that I could maybe do the ideas that I wanted to do. But there's so much I just don't know when it comes to things like crowdfunding or certain. I'm pretty good on social media, but I could be better. And we're working to get verified on Instagram, which will help with that blue check mark. We're on Facebook. We're everywhere we need to be, I think. So, but we're not effective. It's just not enough hours in the day, as you can imagine. So anyway, for those of you out there who have large Instagram followers, please call me and give me some tips or tricks or whatever. I'm happy to shout you out to our 10,000 plus followers. And if you'll do the same for us, we'd be ever grateful. So thank you very much. I don't care if you have 10,000 followers or 100,000 followers or 30 followers. A follower and somebody who cares about what you're doing are important to me, regardless of your your Instagram or TikTok status, so or Twitter status or whatever. We're just doing our stuff here and living a creative life and encouraging others to do so. So thank you again, and I'm probably going to be doing these videos a little bit more frequently because I do think it's important to be giving you updates. And as I continue to get ideas, I'm going to continue to ask for more ideas, and let's see what will happen. We'll never be said that we just rolled up the carpet and locked the door. So hopefully that we're not going to have that conversation for a very long time, but we're working on it. So have a great night. Thanks.